What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. Man, you already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The life that has been faithfully set out for you, or the ability to create your path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So listen, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So, hey, look, imagine being able to have a clean slate in life. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, spiritually, and physically and emotionally. I think not having those things in balance is what has stopped us from living the life we deserved because we were too attached to things that were weighing us down. When you are advancing into this clean slate of life, you're refreshing your memory bank. You know what I'm saying? Of understanding and knowing the rules and the laws to move in the correct form when it comes to mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. You know, a lot of people, again, are on different stages, on different paths of clearing their karmic debt, which is, a line of things that has happened that oftentimes keep people stuck to the past more than they need to. But when energetically those ties are cut and people are allowing the space and opportunity to give themselves a fresh slate, it won't stop the darkness. It won't stop the problems, but you'll be able to manage them more. You know what I'm saying? And you will not allow the dark side of life to cripple you and keep you from living a better life for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, having a fresh slate in who you are is not easy. It's still very difficult. You know what I'm saying? But being able to have who you are spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally intact will help you better prepare yourself for the reality of the world that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things people fail to realize is out of our control. But when you're in your ego mindset and you're tied to the past, you truly believe that how you operate, the things you do, and how you move helps you keep your life in control. So then when something unexpected happens, you don't even know what to do. And it caused you so much distress because you thought you had it all under control. You know what I'm saying? Understanding and knowing that because we were not taught them things, we were just adjusting to the illusion of what we thought was. And again, mentally and physically and spiritually moving at different speeds. Everybody will not be on the same timeline. Some people will take longer. Some people will speed up faster. That choice is really up to you in understanding how to balance all those things, especially your mental, so you're able to accept what comes at you and still stand strong without crippling or crumbling because, you know what I'm saying, you are too adjusted to the old way of living. Listen, let's be real here. A lot of us were very weak in the mind. You have to realize how a factor like that plays such a stronghold on our lives because we only subject ourselves to being comfortable with one thing. And even when we think we got power, we don't because we may do things that'll catch up to us later. The real true power is owning who you are, your truth. You know what I'm saying? And moving in a way where you own your power without crippling someone else's. You know? And in order to be able to understand how to do that, you have to be able to start with a clean slate. Because when you have a clean slate, you're open more to information. Your heart is open to being able to process and feel things you've never felt before. You know what I'm saying? Some people are so cold, they don't feel nothing. And when they do, they take it as being foreign. So they hide it, they run from it. Or they try to act like they ain't feeling nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through it, you know? So when you have this clean slate, you're able to feel things, process things, go through things. You know what I'm saying? And know that it's a part of life instead of thinking it's so hard that you have to run away from it or hide it or cover it up. You can't control life. You can't. But you can figure out how to get a hold on what happens to you by owning who you are. That fresh slate is a beautiful thing. But the thing is, you have to remove your control. You have to remove your ego. You have to remove the things that make you feel like you're inferior to the rest of the world and just own you, which is just understanding what you need to do to become a better person, and that will help clean your slate. And it takes time. You can't just, clean your slate in 10 minutes and it's over. No, you've been doing this for years, and so have the people before you. This is an energetic cleanse that has been circulating the planet for years. It's not going to just be a one-stop shop and I'm done. No, it's a test and a series of tests in life to be able to see, if you're strong enough to be able to say and be who you are with this clean slate. That means you can't dibble back in the past. You can't dabble back over there because it's not going to be good for you. And it's just a test to show that you're still the same person. So whatever life you want for yourself is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's different for everybody. I can honestly, truly say that being able to process and control my nervous system and knowing who I am is probably one of the best things that I can ever have in this life. Because of my emotional nervous system not being regulated and not being able to control it, I did anything I could to run away. Not realizing that I was, incriminating everything about who I was. That's the best possible thing that improves self-growth. And it's all about creating a new slate for yourself. Don't reject new information. Understand and realize how it pertains to this world we're in. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we were taught, a lot of it was an illusion that just pertained to what everybody else knew about you need to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Forming yourself means being open. Not only do you have an open heart, you have an open brain. You know what I'm saying? And realizing how the world and the illusion we're in will play tricks on you, making you think that that's your life. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be. You can create a new one for yourself when you work on cleaning your slate, And it takes different time speeds and different, cleaning methods for everybody. Everybody's different, especially if you really don't know a person, Understanding and willing to, I think, grow through it alone. Because when you have a ton of people surrounded you, different opinions and not directly centered in the soul will have you off your mission. You got to realize how a lot of people don't operate from the soul and the spirit. They operate from their brain. So they'll have a difference of opinion against you because they're still stuck somewhere that you're not. You know what I'm saying? When someone is having a connection to you based off of soul ties, you will know. And it could be soul ties in the future or it could be soul ties from the present. But once you've got, listen, I'm over 30. So once you got accumulated to everything that had a soul tie in the past, you now know what to stay away from, what to look for, what not to engage in. Or you'll be doubling back to your past. Being able to understand and know, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving forward to the future. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea what it's going to be. But I know that in order for me to keep aiming towards it, I have to do things that are completely different from what I've done in the past. And trust me, the past will sneak back up. It will come back in. Because cleaning your slate is a full-time job. It's not an overnight process. And it will continuously happen in your life. You'll just be aware of knowing that I have to go in with blind faith. That's just the reality of it. You can't hide from it. And it might be wrong sometimes. You're going to face it. You're going to go through it again. But now you understand that. Instead of holding yourself accountable for messing up like it was the worst thing in the world. No, it was not. I thought I made the best choice considering what I was up against. It didn't work out, so now I got to figure out a different way. That's all it is. That's the human experience. That's life. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is able to go through it. But the more you accept it, you don't have to deal with the judgment. You don't have to deal with the embarrassment. You don't have to feel bad about who you are because you're accepting of understanding and realizing that as human beings, we've all gonna go through that experience. You know what I'm saying? But trust and believe that that clean slate for you is going to help you grow into a different, more passionate, joyful person than you've ever been, because you are now shifting from that emotional, physical, spiritual, you know what I'm saying, pain that you may have harbored on for so long because you couldn't process and understand your darkness. And it kept you from a lot of things, you know? That new slate will bring everything you've ever dreamed of in your life that you see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, we've all had dreams. It's just we thought them dreams wasn't obtainable, so we stopped dreaming. You know? But we all do it as humans. I think now is the time where we understand that it's okay to have a new slate. You don't have to operate in that slate that you've been faithfully designed to sit in. It's crippling everything that you are. You're not really you for real. You're living in this false reality. It's not true. It's fake. And you're strong enough to fight it if you're still here and breathing. You know what I'm saying? So listen. The clean slate is powerful. The clean slate is beautiful. The clean slate is for everyone to realize who they are. And understanding and realizing that every day on that chopping block is going to be a day where you're going to have to face, you know what I'm saying, your past. And that's okay. You're strong enough to face it if you're working on a clean slate instead of working on trying to stay in the past, but you won't with this new version of yourself. You can't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on doing things that keep you on the clean slate, not dabbling in the past. Otherwise, I promise you, if you feel like that's the best choice for you to make, and you feel like that's something you want to continue to do because of your pride and your ego, something is going to attach itself to you. And you're going to have a very difficult time moving forward. If I were you, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the clean slate version of yourself. And that's just you loving you. Darkness and all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't spring chickens no more. We growing up. Mentalities is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Things are changing, and that's okay. Accept it. Grow with it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, ever since I was awarded the ability to have a clean slate, I had to face trials and tribulations that wasn't the best. You know? But overall, I could say my reaction to them improved. You know? It don't have me feeling like I'm just the worst possible person in the world because I face something that I'm pretty sure somebody else in the world has faced too. You know? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.